Work?
Inquisitor? Inquisitor? Adamant Fortress has stood against the Darkspawn since the time of the Second Blight.
Fortunately for us, that means it was built before the age of modern siege equipment. A good trebuchet will do major damage to those ancient walls. And thanks to our Lady Ambassador...
Lady Cyril of Jadar was pleased to lend the Inquisition her sabers. They've already delivered the trebuchets. That is the good news. And the bad news? Arimond called the ritual at the western approach a test. He may already be raising his army of demons in the fortress.
The Inquisition forces can breach the gate, but if the Wardens already have their demons...
I found records of Adamant's construction. There are choke points we can use to limit the field of battle.
That's good. We may not be able to defeat them outright. But if we cut off reinforcements, we can carve you a path to Warden Commander Clarel.
So our plan is to lay siege to a legendary fortress filled with demons.
It'll be hard fought, no way around it. But we'll get that gate open.
It's also possible that some Wardens may be sympathetic to our cause. The warriors may be willing to listen to reason, though I doubt they will turn against Clarel directly. The mages, however, are slaves to Corypheus. They will fight to the death.
We've built the siege engines and readied our forces, Inquisitor. Give the word, and we march on Adamant.
They're through!
All right, Inquisitor. You have your way in. Best make use of it. We'll keep the main host of demons occupied for as long as we can.
I'll be fine. Just keep the men safe.
We'll do what we have to, Inquisitor. Warden Alistair will guard your back. Hawk is with our soldiers on the battlements. He's assisting them until you arrive. There's too much resistance on the walls. Our men on the ladders can't get a foothold. If you can clear out the enemies on the battlements, we'll cover your advance.
For some insane ritual! Can't you see? This is madness! They're bound to the demons! Keep your distance!
The Inquisition is here to stop Clarel, not to kill wardens. If you fall back, you won't be harmed.
All right. My men will stay back. We want no part of this. Deal with Clarel as you must.
Nicely done. I'm glad some of them could be reasonable.
Let's get to the next one.
You can press on ahead towards clear a path for the rest of us.
For the Inquisition! I thought your men could use some help up here.
Good work. Stay with my forces and see that they survive this.
I'll keep the demons off him as best I can.
Some of the new recruits have been willing to stand down. It will be nice to avoid more bloodshed.
Commander Cullen will keep the path open for us as long as possible, Inquisitor. Our forces are ready when you are.
Wardens! We are betrayed by the very world we have sworn to protect.
The Inquisition is inside Clarel. We have no time to stand on ceremony.
These men and women are giving their lives, Magister. That might mean little in Tavinta, but for the Wardens, it is a sacred duty. It has been many long years, my friend.
Too many, Clarel. If my...
It will.
Stop them! We must complete the ritual!
Clarel, if you complete that ritual, you're doing exactly what Eramond wants.
What? Fighting the Blight? Keeping the world safe from Darkspawn? Who wouldn't want that? And yes, the ritual requires blood sacrifice. Hey!
We make the sacrifices, no one else will.
And then he binds your mages to Corypheus.
Corypheus? But he's dead.
These people will say anything to shake your confidence, Clarel.
Bring it through! Please. I've seen more than my share of blood magic. It is never worth the cost.
I helped fight the Archdemon in Ferelden. Could you consider listening to me?
Be ready with the ritual, Clarel. This demon is truly worthy of your strength.
Listen to me. I have no quarrel with the Wardens. I have spared those I could. I don't want to kill you, but you're being used. And some of you know it, don't you?
The mages who've done the ritual. They're not right. They were my friends, but now they're like puppets on a string.
You cannot let fear sway your mind, Warden Chernov. He's not afraid. You are. You're afraid that you ordered all these brave men and women to die for nothing.
If this were a fight against future blights, I would be at your side. But it's a lie.
Clarel, we have come so far.
Perhaps we could test the truth of these charges to avoid more bloodshed.
Or perhaps I should bring in a more... My master thought you might come here, Inquisitor! He sent me this to welcome you!
destroyed the Grey Wardens.
You did that to yourself, you stupid bitch. All I did was dangle a little power before your eyes, and you couldn't wait to get your hands bloody. You could have served a new god.
I will never serve the Blight. In peace, vigilance.
Well, this is unexpected.
We were falling. Is this... Are we dead?
No. The Inquisitor did something with the mark. Opened another rift. I think we're in the Fade. I've seen my father in the Fade. I've seen a demon pretending to be my sister in the Fade. But I've never seen this.
It's not how I remember the Fade either.
The Fade itself is reacting to our presence here, much more strongly than I have ever seen before. Perhaps it's because we're here physically, instead of simply visiting in dreams.
The stories say you walked out of the Fade at Haven. Was it like this?
I don't know. I still can't remember what happened the last time I did this.
Well, whatever happened at Haven, we can't assume we're safe now. That huge demon was right on the other side of that rift Ehrman was using, and there could be others.
This is shitty. I'll fight whatever you give me, boss. But nobody said nothing about getting dragged through the ass end of Demon Town.
In the real world, the rift with the demons in it was nearby, in the main hall. Can we get out the same way?
It sounds like our best option. There. Let's go.
So this is the true face of the Fade, behind the dreams and visions. Don't linger, my dear. I think the spirits dislike being unmasked. Let's look around.
What? That can't be.
I greet you, Warden. And you, Champion.
Divine Justinia.
What are you? A spirit? A demon? The real Divine couldn't have survived Haven.
Couldn't she? How much of Haven do you truly remember? You think my survival impossible, yet here you stand alive in the Fade yourselves. In truth, proving my existence either way would require time we do not have.
Surely you can understand our concerns and explain what you are.
I am here to help you. You do not remember what happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, Inquisitor.
No, I don't.
The memories you have lost were taken by the... It is the nightmare you forget upon waking. It feeds off memories of fear and darkness, growing fat upon the terror. The false calling that terrified the Wardens seemed to...
I'd like to have a few words with this nightmare about that.
You will have your chance, brave Warden. This place of darkness is its lair.
Corypheus seems to have a lot of demons at his disposal. How does he command so many?
I know not how he commands his army, but the nightmare serves willingly. For Corypheus, he was one of the magisters who unleashed the first... Every child's cry as the archdemon circles. Every dwarf's whimper in the deep roads.
Can you help us get out of the Fade?
That is why I found you. When you entered the Fade at Heaven, the demon took a part. These are your memories. We only have a short time. Ask what you must.
You must know what really...
As must you. The answer...
Or you could just tell...
Would you trust my words? Trust.
What can you tell me?
Recover your memories to learn how... It is the needle.
I don't
It is the needle that passes through the veil. And it is the key that locks... It lets you walk in the Fade physically. It is part of you now, and cannot be removed without you.
So... all of this is just a...
It is not. The minds of mankind are made real here. What changes their world also changes this one. Tread carefully, Inquisitor. This ground is more treacherous.
So can you...
I told you.
Yes, but are you her, or some kind of Fade remnant of her? Or a spirit imitating her?
Our world is never that simple. What if the answer is none of those things? I am what the Maker made me. The question is, are you what the Maker made you, Inquisitor?
I was meant to become...
But what is the Inquisitor? You believe in your purpose.
You still haven't answered my...
I am what you see. All other answers...
Tell me why you're...
After Heaven, I hear... And then you...
I don't know what that means.
Corypheus and a nightmare do an injustice. Perhaps you were meant to stop them.
I'd like to know more about...
It is not simply fear. It is the terror you cannot remember, the horror your mind erases to protect you. When old memories no longer make the veteran soldier's hand tremble, most people avoid their fears. It is... Corypheus has helped it grow monstrous.
It makes people forget the worst parts of their...
Perhaps it was once. But now, in any case, robbing people of their fears without fear and pain, as you cannot grow until you recover all that...
We should...
Run while you can! Warn them!
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What's going on here?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me! What's going on here?
So that mark on your hand, it wasn't sent by Andraste. It came from that orb Corypheus was using.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
So this was what, an accident? A random ricochet in the middle of a fight?
And if it was?
If it was, then neither the Maker nor Andraste were in any way involved in this. I'm just...
If you believe in the Maker, then you believe he made this world, and everything in it, including your accident. And if you do not, then nothing has changed. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
What's wrong, Hawk?
Those were Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision. Their actions led to her death.
I assumed Corypheus took their minds. You've seen it happen yourself. Come on. You can add it to the things to yell at the Wardens about when we get out of here.
Oh, I intend to.
I've never met the Divine. You think that was really her?
Justinia was unarmed and unprepared. She could not have defended herself against the creatures of the Fade. Whether this is a kindly spirit or a demon fighting its rival for territory remains to be seen.
That's great and all, but the nightmare is the thing currently scaring the shit out of me.
Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories, that's low, even for a demon. Memories make us what we are, a monster that takes them away. I don't want to think about that.
But after what it did to the Wardens, it's going to learn to fear for itself.
have a visitor. Some silly little girl comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from her shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? Only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Guess this nightmare wasn't such hot shit after all.
These are lackeys. Worse could be coming.
Just let me have this moment to hope, all right? What the crap are those supposed to be?
What is that?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. The Kunari will make a lovely host for one of my minions. Or maybe I will ride his body myself. What's it like living as an apostate, Vivian? Do you really think you'll reclaim your power in the Circle? At your age?
Not one word.
Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the red lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Meryl is going to die, just like your family, and everyone you ever cared about.
Of course, a fear demon would know where to hurt his most.
Minor demons. Little fears scurrying to serve the nightmare and feed on its scraps.
And they take the form of spiders. Something so many fear.
You saw spiders? Spiders would have been a massive improvement from what I saw.
This is the Fade, my dears. Demons have no originality. They pluck their shapes from your thoughts.
Well, now I feel better.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. We only have a short time. Ask what you must. Go!
Back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon! Keep running! Ah!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then you... She died.
Yes.
So this can't be the Divine.
I think we all knew that was the case, Warden.
I am sorry if I disappoint you.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far. What we do know is that the mortal Divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
What, again? It wasn't their fault. We can debate the depressing details when we get back to Adamant.
Yes, Adamant, where the Inquisition faces an army of demons raised by the Wardens.
So what do you say? Terrible actions are only justified when they're your terrible actions?
You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. Even without the influence of Corypheus, the Wardens go too far. They need to be checked.
They're a relic. The days of their usefulness have long since passed.
Don't know that we can pass judgment on the only folks who know how to stop blights.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
Alistair isn't defending blood magic or demons. You know the cost of the Blight as well as any of us, Hawk. The Grey Wardens are the only force that can stop that.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
All together!
I'm with you.
We must follow the spirit imitating the divine. At least for now, she is our only means to escape the Fade.
Did the king's bastard think he could prove himself? It's far too late for that. Your whole life you left everything to more capable hands. The Archdemon, the throne of Ferelden. Who will you hide behind now?
Is that all it's got? I've heard worse than that from Morrigan.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand. Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
I guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there. Maybe it's best we never find out.
much with the water? Trying to prey on my deep fear of having wet calves? Shit, that's big.
Ha! We fought bigger.
For the Inquisition! Over there!
must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
The rift! We're almost...
Great, Hawk. Why not just dare the old gods to try and stop you?
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
You are nothing.
Hurry!
You will die in agony. I grow fat on your fear. You cannot stand against me.
How do we get by?
Go! I'll cover you.
No, you were right. The Wardens caused this mess. A Warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine. Hawk. Say goodbye to Varric for me.
No demon army for Corypheus, it appears. The divine, or her spirit, was right. You know that's not how they see it, though. And they just saw their Inquisitor work another miracle.
Once they understand what really happened,
They'll know you escaped by the skin of your teeth from a giant spider demon. I know which story I'd prefer.
Inquisitor, the archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clorel's tragic mistake.
Where's Hawk? Where's Hawk?
Hawk sacrificed her life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus.
Well,
She gave her life not because she'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Alistair, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Alistair believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori. But there are plenty of demons that need killing.
Are you flinging these fools at demons now, my dear? Couldn't you just use rocks?
While they do that, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. Corypheus won't catch us with our trousers down again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
You've already created something big with this Inquisition. I wish you luck leading it.
Alistair sent me one final report. He is on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
We owe much of that to Hawk, and to the Divine.
Yes. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on... Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her court. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
Where can I find the...
She's holding a grand masquerade ball. That is where the Venatori... Speak with us when you're... What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She seemed calm, serene even, and she guided us the whole way through.
That does sound like her.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry, I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you. Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. He will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Teventa, rightful ruler of every... I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Since death is a validation for you, I will delay it. Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, you'll spend the rest of your days in the deepest, darkest hole we can find.
We shall see which of us outlives our legacy, Inquisitor.
Another of the lingering pains of Adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a sin. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You're very serious about this. Is more death the answer?
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the blood.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties are...
I can't do it. I can't... It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
The Inquisition stands for faith. Our work has greater purpose. Sometimes we need a reminder. Sir Ruth, the Herald of Andraste forgives you in her name. Find peace in that.
Your worship, I will try.
Inquisitor, the soldier... I understand from Sister Leliana. She said that you spoke with a figure in the... I suspect many of the faithful would like to know what Justinia told you.
She helped me remember what happened at the... And Andraste didn't send me.
I'm so sorry. That must have come as quite a shock.
I believed everything they said about me.
Always to say that you are not. Forget the mark. Forget... The people needed a sign that in this... And they found that in you.
Dress it up as fancy as you like.
This is the trouble with men. A farmer cannot understand the truth of... A mage learns the same thing, knows it to be simplistic, and feels clever for... But a metaphor is not a lie. It is a tool to help people understand something beyond them, and we need such a tool.
But how do you keep your stories straight when different people understand?
The same way you keep Sister Leliana, Commander Code, a farmer, a noble, a warrior, and a... They must each hear the story that will reach them. Now, is there anything I can help you with? What would you like to know? We have many in jail. Even so, more flock to your banner. Your soldiers have been blooded, Inquisitor. They are veterans now. An army in more than just... More than that I cannot... Herald of Andraste. What would you like to know? We have... Even so, more flock to your banner. They have heard that your soldiers have been...
There is a problem that needs your attention. Your worship.
What is your...
We are groaning with resources. A reflection of your...
I wonder what it is that gives Grey Wardens that... I should like to... Would that fine fellow I've seen in your company consent... Your visits do lift the spirits of the wounded, Inquisitor.
I was grieved by the loss of the champion, Inquisitor. Except where it wasn't, I suppose. Funny how effort...
How's it...
With Skyhold shining like a beacon? I think I... Whatever you need. Whatever you need. Of course. Another time.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece?
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
Fair enough.
Do not be concerned. I am a poor writer. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even...
Do you really think it might have been her?
A ghost, a remnant, those things are all possible. A spirit could have... It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, Anna... When they told me you were physically... The last time such a thing happened, we created... The world needs to know the truth this time. I trust all is well.
Do you have...
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, one can only hope it's not too late. More chaos...
Do you...
Nothing I can think of. No.
You got your wish, sort of.
Right. Grey Wardens.
Not so sure you want them now.
Let's just say I'm glad they're moving on.
Your worship, how are you doing in this gilded fortress?
Inquisition?
How are you?
Oversupplied. Never thought of mounting...
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul. That's what Warden Commander Chlorel tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them. And they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Chlorel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so... It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
At the end of the day, I guess all we can do is try.
You're right. What matters is that we know Chlorel made mistakes, but she was a... It's not the armor or the trappings of the... At the heart of it, all a warden is a pro... I'm here.
What do you...
I just know that you could shake this world to its foundations if you willed it. Lily, I pity her sometimes, as odd as that may seem.
You...
Have you seen the stories Varric's been writing?
You...
Madame, the most poisonous snakes are often the most...
We should...
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven? In your report? Why? Why were you the only survivor? She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live. Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. Did she say anything else? Anything at all? Please. I'm sorry, Liliana. That was it. There are no answers in the fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her. I didn't get the chance to say so after that terrible journey through the Fade. It must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no? And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate? And having the Templar, the people trust... I'm listening. Anything I... Having the people
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey... Those war... There are 47 ways to purify wyvern venom to make it safe for human consumption. Did you know that Seeker Cassandra's ancestors... Can't talk, I found an inappropriately shelved... I hope this...
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor. Would I am able to pursue my duties with optimal...
You have remarkably little here on early Tevinter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Ha! You? I rather doubt that. I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the abyssal rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Hawk is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. That you made it out at all is... You do realize, this feat, Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
So, I should be happy I accomplished something so grand.
Concerned, more like. If you can walk in the Fade, others... Not all of them will be as lucky as... My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
That's a good idea.
There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. What I do need is a copy of the Liber... If I can prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak, wish me luck. Questions, questions.
I always have time for you, my dear.
What are you...
Our dear Lord.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
We don't have the strength of treaties to judge a true Grey Warden.
Heroes, them. Saved us all a while back.
A sad lot, their lives.
Can't get much sadder.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a merchant? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird, foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night. Shit. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So, they sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big. They're about to kick down the door when Hawk just opened it. Leandra, Hawk's mother, made them tea, and for the next 2 hours tried to get them to make small talk. They wandered out of the house in a daze. No, Hawk just... I always wanted to tell that one. I guess I've got some... I should tell... Excuse me. So, he does good work. Then I wish you luck. The world... That's a pretty So, he does good work. Nothing compared. Then I wish you luck. The world could probably use a few more smiths that good. You want to talk about me? So, he does good work. Then I wish you luck. I'll tell you what...
Inquisitor? Tell me, how does it feel?
How does what feel?
Being you? Are you blissfully unaware? Or deep inside, is some part of you banging on the walls, screaming?
Have I offended you in some way, Solus?
Oh, in some way, yes. Although I should watch my tone. I speak to a demigod after all, the chosen of Andraste. Do you enjoy the worship? Does it make you feel infallible? Or do you see them as fools, gullible for their belief?
You're welcome to think whatever you like. I believe I was chosen.
So your great maker will stop anything terrible from happening? How's that working so far? Are you glad to have the Templars back at your side? A strong, proud organization founded on the fear of magic. What a wonderful job it has done.
The Templars have their faults, but I suspect we're going to be fighting more mages before this ends.
Templars could have helped as part of the Inquisition, not as a separate entity dedicated to spreading fear. Why am I surprised? You supported the Grey Wardens. Their blind zealotry must be a solace. I should thank you, Inquisitor. I had spent time with few of your people before this. From the stories, I thought you all thuggish, simple and crude. Now I know I was right. You have no idea what a comfort that is.
I'm sorry you feel that way, Solus. Will you be taking your leave?
No.
No.
We have a world to save. Until I see a better option, I will stay and lend my services to this Inquisition. Perhaps one day you will even listen. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I need to know...
You've taken his army.
He lacks the conventional force. He must see your lay destroyed utterly by whatever means possible.
We'll talk.
Of course. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost. Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentecost.
First, a full wheel of Antivan smoked cheese, and now 3 royals worth of crushed mint. They were right here. I remember seeing someone take them. I can't recall their face.
There's no end of it. I can store an army. We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. They think she's... Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andra.
Few people outside Skyhold know it. You could attempt to tell Varroyo's citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
The Inquisition won't answer.
They will be disappointed. Let us hope they... A pleasure.
How do you stay?
Bonds of circumstance, and I do deplore rudeness in those who know better. Well, the game can be... But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
Better than making pie.
I've had both, sometimes, but worth it.
What?
There's scarcely a noble house...
Any visit?
Ban Vigard of Ferelden is visiting. Please show no alarm if you...
Shouting?
His lordship spent a... Yes? There's scarcely a noble house that...
Any...
Who did you mean?
The...
He is allowed on the... I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
Come on.
The commander is an intelligent... Still, he does sometimes... A pleasure. There's scarcely a noble...
Any...
None in part... Is Knight Captain Ryland satisfied with his post?
It's not an easy assignment, but if anyone can handle the approach, it's him. I should inspect the condition of the trebuchets. They must be calibrated to reach the proper range.
Again? How many times will you be doing that? Inquisitor. At your service.
I serve. The soldiers make me nervous. Sitting around here, tempers get short, and fighting. I saw one soldier reach for his belt like he was going to draw a dagger on the man he was arguing with. It was lucky he'd lost his dagger, or there'd have been more than a bloody nose.
Not now, sister.
I know what you mean. Do. It won't help.
My father drowned there. Who are you to tell me what will make me feel better? I'll find him. I'll find the mayor, and I'll...
Decide your actions before you go. In the moment, there's only before and too late.
It's good to see you. You asked for my opinion, and I've given...
I expect you to keep your word.
You give yourself to...
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Cassandra, did you refuse Cullen's request because he's wrong, or because you want him to be wrong?
Mages have made their suffering known. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who... He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Were you there? Did you see what they did?
Straight across the throat. Like it was nothing.
Shit. What goes on in their heads?
Blight. Blight goes on. Never forget that.
No one to watch over, your worship. We either have many friends, or you've made short work of enemies.
Inquisitor.
Have you seen otherwise?
Oh, Grey Ward,
Just what I heard.
what have you done? The oath you have taken is demons have come to destroy
Inquisitor?
What's the...
Quiet. Too quiet. Inquisitor?
What's the...
Quiet. Too quiet.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen. Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Gunari training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was... big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you?
Probably, if I try. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
You're scared of demons?
Course I'm scared of demons. I mean, not like home. You're not gonna hit me, are you?
Depends on how nicely you ask.
For the Kunari, demons are the scariest thing out there. More so than dragon. Possession, losing your mind. That's the worst thing that can happen to you.
It does seem terrifying.
You think I'd have gotten over the superstitions from back home? Living so long out here, most Kunari would say I've already lost my mind. At least, I'm pretty sure that's... You could have just hit me.
Once we were in our peace with our lives.
Good one. Kunari training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was... big.
All right.
There we go. Damn demon! Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
That nightmare wanted to tear you in half.
Not a chance, piece of fate. And who killed you? I needed that.
Didn't know you liked it that rough.
Only from you, boss. Only from you. How you doing, Kadan?
How are we doing with...
I was hoping we could get Gadlock for the siege at Adamant. It never came through. Gadlock's no good if you don't... The Ben Hasrath are working with the Wardens to put down it. It's hard, ugly work, but the Wardens are good for it. And the Ben Hasrath love having people to kill demons for them. Damn, that was... that was good, Kadan.
Are we done? I thought that was your warm-up.
All this time, and you've never said Kato. If I'd known you'd last this long, I'd have let you pick your own watchword.
People choose their own watchwords?
Normally, yes. It can be anything, so long as it's not something you'd ever shout by accident. Josephine might pick Madrigal, while Colin would go with Phylactery. As for Cassandra, it'd probably be something soft, like silk or satin.
You're sure about that?
Hey, Ben Hasrath, remember? I've got everyone pegged.
What about Varric? Wait, don't tell me. Bianca.
No, it would have to be something he wouldn't shout during sex. Maybe Paragon or Tig.
Here's a tough one. Cole.
You know, he stumped me. I actually asked him. He thought really hard about it, then finally said his watchword was stop. I don't think he got it. Probably for the best, honestly.
How about Blackwall?
Petit homme. Get deep enough under that armor. There's a man who lived the good life once.
What about Vivienne?
Tough one. I'm going with Periwinkle. She looks like a periwinkle kind of lady.
What about Sarah?
Well, it wouldn't be shite or you'd never even get started. Honestly, though, Sarah's not the kind who lets you tie her down.
If you want to make me use that watchword, you'll need to try harder.
Good to know. You helped me remember who I really am, Kadan. I won't forget that, no matter what happens. You're a damn fine Inquisitor. I hope this made it a little easier for you.
What do you mean? You make it sound like you don't actually... Was this just part of your job? Helping the Inquisitor relax?
You look pretty relaxed to me. It wasn't just a job. Come here. Kadan.
How are we...
Doing fine. Nothing new as far as I know.
I'd like...
Sure, boss. What's up?
Do you have some free...
For you.
Is there anything we can do? Just ask.
Thank you.
The funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
You are a special person.
Inquisitor.
Have you seen otherwise?
Right. That's why. Good day.
You'd be with me.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing. What you think went on. Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion.
And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden. You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the You have a problem. That, over there, is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Just you and me messing around in people's stuff. You know, to start.
But I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader.
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Just you and me? You know, I would like that.
Oh, you're so twee. Let's go. Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with and give your soldiers a laugh. Right, general appetite is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with. What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. I got it. Easy. There, won't notice much. I tell one of the soldiers and boom. The general seems like Come on, next one. Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Sarah, I can't pull a prank on the chief representative of my Inquisition.
Oh, of course not. Can't risk appearances. That would be ever so common. Fine, be serious. Let's go. Right, something to get our shadow of birds loosened up. Gotta be something. Have a search. What's that? A locked... Maybe...
Who is up there?
Go! You're fun. Sometimes, anyway. Better than most. Makes you seem normal. If all they got was the Herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
I think you're off the mark. By a lot.
Oh, probably. But it works on me and everyone I know. Same reason everyone else thinks they're right. It's all bull, so pick the advice you like. It was fun chasing you, Inquisitor. Cheers to living before you die. Yeah? Love seeing you, yeah?
Are things playing?
Cassandra laid it out. Praying's nice, I suppose. Again, with your people. Right, which one?
Would you?
Liliana is pretty and played. And Cullen. I suppose if you want a jack...
Thoughts on...
Yeah, I got thoughts. How can you still walk? Never mind.
Well...
Good, right?
No.
But you like demons!
I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings.
It isn't abuse if I ask.
Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages, and then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
Isn't it extreme for Solus to bind you? What if that takes away the part of you that makes you, you?
Helping makes me who I am. I help the hurting. That is what I do. All I do. Am. Me.
And if binding you erases your mind? Your consciousness?
You wouldn't make me hurt innocent people. I don't want to hurt innocent people again.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me. It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that...
So, Cole... Someone...
They were safer there.
Safer than on someone's belt, where they could...
They would have been sad later. Mice...
Do mice...
That was for the cats.
So the cheese lures the mice?
Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Let's...
All right.
So, I'll talk...
How do you... It's good to spend time with you.
We'll make good use of it. Thank you.
It's good to spend time with you.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk.
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
I believe you.
But whatever good it does, promises me nothing if I cannot keep them. You asked what happened to Ferelden's circle. It was... I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall's circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Be that as it may, you put your health and your service to the Inquisition at risk.
I know. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over, if you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right. I need a moment. Could we...
What do you need?
Your worship. So, he does good. Then I wish you luck.
You were there. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade.
You seemed
Excited? We can't go there, Normal. I can't even understand what dreams are. Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I... That didn't sound better, did it?
You'll have a full report of everything.
It's a start. I'm sorry. Your people cleaned you up after... Mind your step for things, Inquisitor.
Where's my other hand? Right there.
Master Von recites the chant so well. You should hear it.
Well met, your worship.
What's happened?
The villagers are glad to have us. The villagers are glad to have us.
I tell you, 3 days on that roof and not a soul left the mansion.
Can you believe the Grey Warden's folly?
Mr. Vinter,
Do well to take advantage of the mercy the Inquisitor showed with an alliance.
any fresh gossip on Lady Janice?
Inquisitor?
Your worship.
Inquisitor.
Report,
It's been eerily quiet since the war. We've already had an archdemon. I don't want to get... Inquisitor.
Report, Cap.
Business, if anything noteworthy.
What do you think happens if you get the Red Lyrian? Would you know before?
Andraste willing, we'll never know.
Your prices are far too high.
I've had to ship this from Lake Celestine.
Come take a look. Just don't touch the merchandise. Some of it is poisoned.
Fine day, is it not?
Any news, Baron?
Nothing you haven't already heard.
Oh, yes.
Supplies your work.
There's something you need.
Let's look around.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or...
Are you worrying for me?
A little of column A, a little of column B.
Oh, don't worry. Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca?
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. But not much scares off the Carta, does it? You probably don't bat an eye.
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the deep roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, dark spawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her. Right after the expedition, I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any tide using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this...
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're in... Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric.
Right. That's not... So, he does good work. Then I wish you luck. The world could probably use a few more smiths that good.
About that...
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this...
Bianca's too much of a researcher. But if you're asking whether she'd not likely, though. She risked the... Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me. I'll tell you what...
Yes? At your order.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
Just try to be more careful from now on.
Of course. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that. I was angry. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
You're a better person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble. How are you holding up?
Honestly, I'm terrified. So many people depend on us, on me.
We've made great strides. If there's anything I can do... Was there something you needed?
May I ask...
Of course.
Do you think
No. I may have chosen to. Magic ungoverned could tear the world apart. It's doing so now. Templars...
What would you...
Some call the Circle a prison. Perhaps opportunities to work outside the Circle. A mixed military service or a healer's clinic. And there must be a safer way. Templars can lose their memories to lyrium. Some atrocities haunt me still. But to lose what good I can recall, I nearly lost my mind once. It is no gift.
I like this...
I'm not sure it's the answer, but something needs to change.
You still regret the man you became after leaving Ferelden?
After the Ferelden Circle, I thought all mages were like the ones there. Knight Commander Meredith's methods were harsh, but they kept people safe.
You said Meredith...
She was my Knight Commander. I had no reason to distrust her. Meredith encouraged my anger towards the mages. There was only so far I would go, and I was her second in command. She kept decisions from... I believed she was serving the city. I never thought to question her. Not until it was too late.
I hope you find the Inquisition.
I am confident you will see us. The Inquisition is my chance to atone. I will not see it fail.
The Inquisition won't last.
To be honest, I hadn't given it much thought until recently. I'm not used to having...
You've mentioned siblings. With everything that's happened...
I've received word from my eldest sister. South Reach has experienced the same chaos as everywhere else.
Your sister...
I let her know I would... It's not the first time. I may have
Why?
I wasn't in a good state. I wanted only to leave. For all her reprimands, it was a relief to hear from someone who knew me before the Blight. Another time. Did you need something? Of course.
If you don't mind my asking, did you know him?
I attended his harrowing, actually. He was a talented mage. Considering he brought an end to the Blight, that goes without saying. Should you require... Yes?
Is there anything I...
There are fewer arguments between our... I've seen them trading stories. I pray this won't be lost when their common enemy is...
Is there...
Not at present. Who do you mean?
How...
The Inquisition. Cassandra may have declared...
Are you...
Our soldiers handled themselves well. More importantly, they relied on each other. Trust...
Your worship.
It wasn't so bad today. The cook was in a jolly mood. She didn't shout at all, even when I dropped the ladle.
Well, that's one problem solved.
What do you mean?
The champion. You were shitting yourself. Problem solved, right?
Right. Sure. Problem solved.
It's good to see you.
I'm glad you came to talk to me.
So, do my...
That was for the cats. Mint makes the cats dance and play.
Then the cook laughs at the cats and...
Kitchen fires are hot, like when Haven burned. She needs to make it all work, so nothing will burn again. But it...
I'll talk...
Probably. Tied, but tenderly, loving in the letters of a word that would stop it. Knots in satin sky. The stone is cracked, split, jagged. The hawk would have been safe if it had stayed, but that isn't what hawks do. It's good to spend time with you. He sounds new. Echoes of laughter on an empty riverbed. Not for sailing, but safer.
I'll talk...
Probably. I can talk with you. Of course. I'm here.
The pen is mightier, my art. Where's my hammer? Not that one. Or that.